Gianni, thank you so much for coming on. How are you, first of all?
I'm awesome. Yeah, thank you so much for having me, man. I'm excited.
No worries. I mean, big fan of Cobra Kai, and your character Demetri is pretty cool. What you got to do there. I mean, how does that feel to you to have that name to yourself as a lead character in the show?
Dude, it's pretty exciting. I mean, I started the show like was 7 years ago. I was about 15 or so.
Mm.
And yeah, it's honestly it's an
Was it that
actor's
long
dream come
ago?
true to make a character. Sorry, say
Was it
again?
was it that long ago? That's quite a long time to be fair.
Yeah, it was about 6 or 7 years. I want to say, what when did we
Blimey.
start it? Yeah, it's been insane, but
Mm,
it's awesome getting to develop a character throughout the years and make it your own. It's
mm.
an honor.
Wow. Yeah. No, I'm sure. I mean, it just must feel surreal as well to have that fan base for the show.
Oh yeah.
Too. Mm.
Yeah, no, 1,000%. I mean, we have a really awesome fan base. I mean, we started the show on YouTube, and it was, it was a smaller fan base, but it was a pretty loyal one, and they followed us onto Netflix. Yeah, I couldn't be happier. I
Wow.
have a convention next month that I'm going to
Okay.
called Creation Con. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I love meeting all the fans.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I mean, are you doing anything in the UK, Comic Con wise, do you think?
I did do one. It was a couple of years ago.
Mm,
Oh, it was the Liverpool convention. I
okay.
don't have anything coming up yet, but it was really cool. It was my first
Yeah,
time in the UK, and
yeah.
if they want me back, I'd love to go.
Wow, yeah. I mean, so we're probably going to be talking a lot about Cobra Kai. People still love it now. People are still watching it on Netflix and new to it. So, yeah. I mean, did you have to do much training for the show, like karate wise? Like what training did you have to do for that specifically?
So personally, I did Krav Maga, which is a little different from, the karate that we do on the show. It's more just like eye gouging, breaking, neck control or whatever, and
Mm,
then kicking in the groin. It's not as fancy as karate. But when we actually get onto set, they would have us do like, I want to say a solid 2 weeks in
mm,
advance, we would do some training. And then whenever we had time, we would get to work out. They had a special little dojo for us. And then they actually had the stunt people, they are some of the hardest working people on set.
yeah,
They would
yeah.
train us in their free time when they aren't, working on a scene on set or they're not developing a fight, that day.
Mm.
It's a lot of work for them, but they train us, they make us work out, and yeah, it's the
Yeah.
most I work out,
It,
honestly.
it must have been quite a lot of people with the cast, on set as well as the stunt doubles as well. It must have been a crazy like amount of
Oh yeah.
people behind the camera as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, 1,000%. And every season we added, I want to say like three or four more people to the cast. And so by the end of it, you have these massive fights that we're coordinating, especially
Mm,
in the last season. We have the Saikai Taikai, which I don't know, for whoever hasn't seen it, spoiler warning, we have like the big final brawl with
yeah.
literally every dojo. And that's just like, it was insane to coordinate.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, what like fight sequence was the hardest for you to learn? Because there was quite a lot throughout the series.
Oh, yeah, 1,000%. I would say probably the final brawl, just because my scene with Jacob, who plays Hawk,
Mm,
we re-choreographed that like three different times, even until like right before filming. You kind of have to stay on your toes, and so I'm just trying to like figure out, okay, what did we cut? What are we still doing? Because I don't want to throw a punch that's not supposed to be there, and someone's like, they don't know that they're supposed to block it because it's not still there.
mm,
But easily the second most difficult would have to be the LaRusso house fight. That one was a big oneer. So
mm.
we literally had all of these different mini fights going on, and the camera's literally, it's a oneer, so they're not cutting at all. And
Oh,
so
blimey, you
if
done it all in
one,
one shot. That's crazy.
oh yeah, no,
That's
it
crazy.
was insane.
Yeah.
So literally, yeah, if one person messed up or it didn't look right
Mhm.
or a punch didn't quite land, we'd have to do the whole thing again.
That's incredible.
And I was, yeah, it was crazy. I was doing my fight in like this tight little hallway with five or six other people. It was fun, but it was nerve-wracking.
Mm, mm. Yeah, no, I'm sure. I mean, the house, the fight in the house was pretty insane. I mean, like it was cool when Hawk was back on your side, and it was
Yeah, yeah.
cool. It was cool how that twist happened. It was pretty dope.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. And he had to smash that dude through a glass table. We had like little squib explosives to make it look like
Yeah.
it was, actually exploding.
What parts did
It
you
was
do
awesome.
compared to the stunt doubles as well? Because they must have done some of that as well in between takes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say we did about 90% of our own fight
Mm,
scenes, like just like throwing punches or kicks. Uh, it was really when the super dangerous stuff happened. Like Mary, who played Sam, when she had to jump across the buildings. It doesn't look that far, but when you get to the edge, it's a far jump, and they had like a wire to get them across the whole building, so
Oh wow.
they're not just actually
Okay.
jumping. Yeah, no, they're not like just
Yeah, yeah.
actually jumping.
I mean,
They have
you
safety.
might have been able to make it. I mean, you never know.
Maybe, I mean, I couldn't have,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
for sure. But yeah, so they would do those stunts or the scene where, Miguel is falling onto a flight of
yeah.
stairs. They actually drop someone onto those stairs. They, of course, had like padding and everything,
Mm.
and it was very safe. Don't do it at home, but yeah.
That's still an insane, scene to do
Oh,
even
yeah,
for the stunt double. That's like crazy
oh,
money payday,
dude.
as well, I'm sure.
It was brutal. Like, just hearing them crashing to the
Mm,
ground, it was like, oh my God. It
mm,
was insane. And at the end of each take, they had to be like, "Are you good?" They would call out. The stunt person would be the first person to move. Like our stunt coordinator at the time, Hiro, he was in charge. So,
mm.
no one moved until he said so.
Yeah. Did you ever get any injuries yourself, from the show?
I could say no, I never
Okay.
did, other than just like, having to stretch, getting worn out. I know, I think Mary Mauser, who played Sam,
Mm.
Sam LaRusso, she, I think, was the most prone to injuries. Of course, like never any
Wow.
broken bones or anything, but, like maybe just a bruised thumb or whatever. She just had to ice it. So that was like the worst of it. But yeah, she
Mm.
got the worst of it. But she was
Blimey.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
She's a professional.
Yeah, she does come across professional. I mean, you all do. It's an incredible
Yeah.
lineup of actors and cast. So,
Oh,
yeah,
oh, thank you
yeah.
so much, man.
No,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, it was awesome working with all of them. They're all pretty cool. I love them all.
Did you expect when you going back to sort of when you started? Did you expect to be working alongside Ralph Macchio and William at all?
Well, I mean, I didn't really know what was gonna happen when I first auditioned for it. I just did
Mm,
like a single audition, and then that week I was told that I was gonna be flying out to Atlanta to film.
mm,
So yeah, I didn't realize that I would be doing, sanding the floor or painting the fence with Ralph Macchio. It was kind of a dream come true,
mm,
and my dad, he was a fan of the original Karate Kid trilogy, so he was very excited for me. I got to fly
yeah,
him out, show him around the set, introduce him to people. It was awesome.
yeah, yeah. There's a lot of there's a lot of versions of the show as well, isn't there? So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. How
Yeah.
just out of
It
cur
was
yeah.
great.
No, it's all right. I mean, how far in advance do you usually get scripts, before shooting, just out of curiosity? Because there must be a lot of, pre-study.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like to be as prepared as possible. I mean, it's different with each actor how much they want to, or their method of how they do things. Um, I would say I would get the script like a week in advance
Mm,
usually, but there's a lot of rewrites, and it's like color graded. I think the final version is like goldenrod. It's tough. So we're kind of on our toes. I mean, it's not set until we get on to set and we're filming. I mean, even
mm,
then you would have like the writers, they're watching the whole thing. They could come up to you at the last second and be like, "Okay, instead of this line, I want you to do this line instead." Like literally my first scene was at the cafeteria.
mm,
That's when we first meet Demetri, and I would say like, oh yeah, we hang out all the time, make out, have consensual relations, or give each
Yeah.
other hand jobs. Like they were giving me a bunch of alternate lines for that, and I
Yeah.
was like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll say whatever you guys want. I'm here for you.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, you got to stay on your toes, and as soon as you get a script, prepare it, but don't necessarily have it locked in because it could change at any moment.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of humor in the script as well, wasn't there? So,
Oh yeah.
would you say it's enough time to prepare though, or not? Or would you say there needs to be
Yeah,
more?
I would
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say so. Yeah, it's like generally the script is going to stay the same, but
Mm.
each line might change. So, I mean, yeah, it's just something that you got to work on being prepared. You got to stay flexible.
Mm.
I mean, being on a show for 7 years, it really taught me like how to just go with the flow, you know?
Mm. Okay.
Yeah.
Going back to we were talking about Hawk as well. I mean, how do you
Uh,
and Hawk, approach the changing dynamic between your characters? Because you had quite a lot of
yeah.
twists and turns within your friendship and the routine of the show. How did you go about that? Would you say?
I mean, Jacob who plays Hawk, Jacob Bertrand, we get along pretty well, so there's no like issue there. But yeah, at any given moment, I'm like, okay, wait, are we fighting right now? I'm trying to remember, because yeah, our characters they go through a lot. He breaks my arm. He threatens to, give me stitches.
Mm,
And then in this final season, I'm beefing with him. So, it's like any other friendship, except,
yeah.
hopefully people aren't out there breaking
No.
each other's
Yeah.
arms. I would
Yeah.
hope.
Not as violent.
But yeah, yeah,
Mm,
it got very, I mean, that's what happens when you train with karate for 7 years. It happens.
no, of course.
Yeah.
Who's the most serious about staying in character within the show? Would you say?
About playing their character, I would
Yeah.
say not necessarily the most serious.
Hmm.
No, I would say yeah. Marty Cove, who
Yeah.
plays Kreese.
I feel like you was gonna
He
say him actually. I don't know why.
yeah.
I saw that coming. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a true professional. I mean, when I did my big monologue and he like eventually breaks my nose when I'm like trying to join Cobra Kai in the earlier seasons,
Mm,
um even when it wasn't like the camera wasn't on him, he was there for like an eye line for me, or just to have that seriousness for me to work off of.
mm.
And he's a really cool dude too. So yeah, I would say him. He's pretty
Yeah.
serious. He can be.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh
You don't want
well.
to get on Crease's bad side.
No. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I think he's had a few bad sides of people in the news at the moment, hasn't he? Recently, but
Yeah.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. How do you feel about the bad press? When that happens in fame, like how do you feel about that? Is there a comment
Oh,
on it?
you
Or?
know, you kind of have to roll with the punches. It is what it is. I
Mm,
don't really focus too much on media. Like I said, I'm not too good with Instagram or social media.
mm,
I know people would love me to post more, and I promise I will. I have my birthday
mm.
coming up, so I'll post about that.
Okay. Yeah.
Another year
Awesome.
older.
When's your
Yeah,
birthday? When is it? Out of curiosity. Is it?
October 27th.
Okay.
It's my favorite month, all of October. I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
Halloween. I love, getting into fall. I've already decorated, so
Oh,
it's
nice.
it's bad. I
It
tried
started
to
early.
put off decorating as long as possible.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah, I'm a little early when it comes to decorating, but it happens.
Yeah, yeah. So, when you were talking about the film in the show, it's all one take and one shot. Like, is it ever filmed out of sequence as well? Quite a lot of the time, like say like season 4 was filmed. Do you
Oh
ever
yeah.
see it film that before season 3, kind of thing? Like, if that makes sense,
I
or
was
should I say
Yeah,
episode
so we
5?
filmed like
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so we film like each season in chronological order, but when it
Yeah.
comes to each episode, in this last season, Ralph Macchio, he had to go off to film the Karate Kid movie that just came out
Mm,
a couple of months ago. And so we would have to film around him because he was having to fly back and forth to New York where that filmed, and we film in Atlanta. So sometimes we'll have to film out of order, but I would say more often than not, we are filming in chronological order.
mm,
But it can happen. Or, even, each scene could be filmed at different times.
Mm,
That happens a lot. Um, like we had the Barcelona thing. We only had a few people actually go out to Barcelona to film while the rest of us stayed behind. If there was ever like an outdoor scene, that's actually in Barcelona.
yeah.
And so they would film all of their stuff there, and then when they came back, we would do all the indoor stuff, like all of the tournament scenes happened back in Atlanta.
Mm,
So yeah, we can kind of film in any order, and as an actor, it can get kind of confusing because you're like, okay, where am I in this world? Am I friends with Hawk right now, or do I still
yeah.
hate him?
Yeah.
And luckily, we have like we have tiny little scripts that are in our trailers, and we can just kind of quickly
Mm,
refresh there.
mm.
But yeah, it can get crazy.
It's almost like having a personality disorder in a way. It's like it's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
mad.
I'm like, okay, who am I? What am I feeling? I
Yeah.
don't know. I gotta stay on my
Yeah.
toes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. So talking more about the scenes, I mean, were there any scenes that you filmed, that fans might be surprised to learn about behind the camera? Out of curiosity.
I mean, for me, the biggest twist was kind of when Tori she switched sides.
Yeah.
And no one was really expecting that to happen. And then I'm trying to think if there was any like big behind the scenes twist. Um, no, I mean this last season kind of went. It was pretty smooth. I mean the
Mm,
biggest struggle for me was just the fight coordination.
mm,
Like that was kind of a big deal. We wanted to especially get the big final fight scene down, and then when it all kind of collapsed. Oh, you know what? It was really cool when they said that the senseis had to fight to settle the tie. I
mm.
think no one was expecting, for Billy, who plays Johnny, to have to get back into the swing of things
Yeah, that was
and
cool.
fight for his dojo. That was a pretty cool thing, and
Mm.
he's actually a really good martial artist.
Is there a cast member you wished you had more on-screen time with on the show?
I never really. I would say maybe Tori. I would
Okay.
say very few times does Demetri and Tori ever. We never really interact.
Mm.
I mean, the first time was when we had the Larusso house fight, and she's like, "I'll get you one day, Sam," and I'm like, "No." She's got us as friends. It was, it was fun. I think it would be really cool if those two fought each other. I mean, we know how it would end. Tori would just murder Dimitri, but it'd
Yeah.
be fun to see. It'd be fun.
Yeah, no, of course. Um,
Yeah.
it, Another one is like, who would you swap characters with if you could on the show?
Ooh. I don't know. I mean, I think everyone does such a good job with their character. I really loved all of the scenes when Johnny is talking about technology and stuff. I think that's pretty funny.
Hmm.
And then also he's just a badass. So, it'd be cool to swap with Johnny, but Billy Williams Zabka, he does such an amazing job. No one else can touch it. But if
Hmm.
I could, I would say him.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think there could ever be a Demetri spin-off for Cobra Kai?
I think there could be like a Binary Bros spin-off where
Mm.
it's like a Hawk and Dimitri college years.
Yeah,
I
that would
think
be
that would
cool.
be pretty cool. Yeah. Jacob and I, we tossed around like a few ideas of what could happen.
Yeah.
But honestly, I love playing the characters so much. Whatever people want to see, I'd be here for, you
Mm.
know?
What's next for you? Are you working on anything else? Can we expect to see more from you at all?
Yeah, I just recently did a project. I can't really say anything just yet, so stay tuned for that. And then also I'm doing a lot of writing and stuff. I've got a couple of TV shows that I've been trying to develop and a couple of movies that I've been working on.
Oh well.
I'm hoping to get more in the, development side of things. I think
Mm.
that'd be pretty fun to create my own projects.
Yeah.
So, yeah, stay tuned for that
What
too.
what genre do you want to see yourself in more? Would you say?
I mean, I really love comedy.
Okay.
It's always been something I've gravitated towards, but maybe now after Cobra Kai, I would like to do something a little more serious.
Mm.
The project I just finished doing was a bit more serious, so maybe something like that.
Mm.
I think that would be pretty cool. I'm
Okay.
staying in acting class too right now, so that's something I've been working on is the more dramatic side of with my acting chops. So
Wow.
yeah, we'll see.
Well, you're an awesome actor. It's pretty good. It's
Oh,
awesome.
thank you,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Thank you. Appreciate it.
yeah.
I
Is
love
that
it.
yeah?
It's,
No,
I can never do anything else. It's my passion.
it's fascinating to see people's talents and to see where they how they sort of come into acting and see where they make it, and
Mm.
it's just an incredible story to watch, really. So
Oh,
yeah,
dude, yeah, thank you, man. I'm
mm,
excited for the future. It's gonna be fun.
yeah. Is there anything you'd like to say to your Cobra Kai fans and Demetri fans?
Just, thank you so much for watching all these years. It's been just as much fun making as it has been for you guys watching. And yeah, it's been an honor to be a part of this experience. So yeah, thank you guys so much.
Amazing, Gianni. Thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, man, thank you so much for
Awesome.
having me. I'm so glad that we could do this.
It was good. It was a good chat. Definitely. Awesome.